This shrub behind me here, if there's one shrub that I think that is underutilized in the landscape in general, is this one, the Snowball Viburnum. Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Warren, and you're watching The Plant Doctor. Let's talk all about Snowball Viburnum, and hopefully at the end of this video, you'll be encouraged to have one in your yard as well. Let's get started. So Snowball Viburnum can get 12 to 15 feet tall. This one here above me is about as tall as it's going to get. It's right in that 12 to 15 foot range. And I planted this one back about, I believe it was in 2015. So these shrubs here, there's 3 of them here that I planted together. They're about 10 years old. They've reached mature height. And so today is March the 29th. So we're here at the end of March, first part of April, and you can see these flowers. Just look at all these flowers. The smallest ones are the size of softballs, and the biggest ones are the size of my head. And I'll be honest with you, I've got a big old noggin. I wear like a 7.5 fitted cap. So some of these flowers here are just absolutely huge. Just beautiful, beautiful shrub. I consider this a screen plant if you're further north. So this plant is USDA zone 6 through 9. If you're in that zone 6 range or 7A range, I probably wouldn't use this as a screen. It tends to drop its leaves. Where I'm at here in zone 8A, I would call it semi-evergreen. It never completely drops its leaves. This is actually serves as a screen here. There's a road that runs here, and so the homeowner here is my next door neighbor. They asked me several years ago to help them with their landscape, and they're like, every time a car comes down the road here, their headlights shine in our house. What can we do about it? We want a flowering shrub and something that's going to screen as well. And so we selected this, and it's done a fantastic job. So all the neighbors comes. There's a few local churches here that come here, and they'll take cuttings off of these for their flower arrangements around Easter. So this Sunday is Easter Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, and we've already had 2 or 3 church people come by and get cuttings for their flower arrangements that they're going to have for their Easter services here. So this also serves as a shrub that can provide cut flowers for flower arrangements. So sun requirements for Snowball Viburnum. Snowball Viburnum likes full sun to part shade. So full sun is going to be 8 or more hours of direct sunlight per day. Part shade we define as 4 to 8 hours of sunlight per day. This one gets like around, it's right on the cusp of getting full sun. So the sun tracks over here to my left, and then in the afternoon it gets a little bit of shade from the house. And then late afternoon, like it is here, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon, it's back in full sun again. And this plant has just loved this location. No disease issues with this. It's drought tolerant, just all around great shrub that if you don't have in your yard, I would highly recommend that you at least try one out and just see if it works. It likes moist, well-drained soils. If you have heavy clays that hold a whole lot of moisture, this may not be for you. Where I'm at here, I live in what's called Sand Mountain, and so as the name suggests, our soils here are very sandy, 80-90% sand. There's some silty loam associated with that, but this plant does extremely well in those soil types in zone 8A. So if you're looking for a shrub that can serve as like a 3-season screen, I'm not going to say this is a great screen in December and January, especially if you're in like zone 7A north. It probably loses too many leaves, but if you're like 8A south, this is a good screen. Ton of benefits. See all the flowers, see the height, no disease issues, drought tolerant, just a great all-around shrub, Snowball Viburnum.